Hey guys, this is Nobility. The world has been stunned with the unveiling of the all-new 2021 Genesis G80. Genesis has been on a tear lately, with the multiple award-winning Genesis G70 compact sports sedan, the imposing and stately G90 full-size sedan, the muscular and tech-laden GV80 midsize SUV, and now the athletic yet elegant G80 midsize sedan. The old G80 now seems like a distant memory. While it offered one of the best values in the midsize luxury sedan class, offering a fantastic balance of technology, performance, and luxury, it now seems like the rest of the brand has passed by the now dated G80. Here are the top 5 differences between the 2021 Genesis G80 and the older G80. Reason 1. It's not a Hyundai. It's on a Genesis exclusive platform that has a number of improvements over the previous platform. It will launch in North America with 2 new gasoline engines, a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 with 300 horsepower and 311 foot-pounds of torque, and a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 with 375 horsepower and 391 foot-pounds of torque, but no diesel. These engines are both direct and port-injected for enhanced longevity. Performance and fuel economy will also see an increase due to the improved power band and lower weight, despite the old G80 having an available 420 horsepower 5-liter V8. A V8 will not be offered in the new G80, but look out for alternative powertrains in the future, such as electric. Just like the GV80 before it, the new G80 will feature an electronically controlled suspension with road preview, using the front camera to scan the road ahead to improve the ride quality. The platform has the same wheelbase, approximately the same length, but is over an inch wider than the old platform. It is 275 pounds lighter due to an extensive use of aluminum and will be more rigid and have a lower center of gravity for better handling. It's rear-wheel drive based and will have a rear-biased all-wheel drive system standard in Canada, meaning it will handle well in all seasons and should provide an exciting drive. Best of all, the all-wheel drive system won't be called Ace Track anymore, which is one of the things that bugged me most about the older G80. It'll have a normal all-wheel drive badge instead. Hooray! The old G80 was on a Hyundai design platform that really took Hyundai's luxury aspirations to the next level. It offered a rear-wheel drive architecture when most other Hyundais were front-wheel drive, and proved that Hyundai could deliver an effective luxury vehicle platform. However, the old G80 platform is quite heavy, affecting its dynamics and fuel economy compared to some of its competitors, and its potential may have been limited due to it originally being under a mainstream badge. Now that Genesis is a separate, full-on luxury manufacturer, it no longer has its potential capped by mainstream brand price range and target audience. Reason 2. You will get a lot more looks on the road because it looks like nothing else on the road. Genesis uses a design language called athletic elegance, which means it looks muscular yet curvaceous at the same time. The moment you lay your eyes on the front of the G80, you will see the trademark design of Genesis that is like no other brand. The crest grille is large and bold, incorporating a diamond crosshatch pattern called G-Matrix. It easily looks imposing on the road, and if it's anything like the G90 and GV80 before it, it will offer an aura of extroversion and confidence. The quad headlamps flank the crest grille, connecting the G80 together through the side repeater lights, the parabolic line along the side, and finishing in the rear with the quad taillights and concave trunk lid. 20-inch wheels are available, giving the G80 a confident stance and filling the body in perfectly. The sloping fastback-like roof, lowered trunk lid, wide hips, and overall shape of the car offer an elegant, muscular, and sensuous design to the G80 that makes it look like no other. Contrast that to the old G80. It has a design language called Fluidic Sculpture 2.0, incorporating a flowing and dynamic aesthetic. The grille up front is classy yet tame, with the exception of the outgoing G80 3.3 Sport having an aggressive face that gives it a purposeful aesthetic. Although the G80 was originally released in Canada as a 2017 model, it actually started its life as a 2015 Hyundai Genesis. While it looked far more elegant than its Hyundai peers when it was originally released, it looks more dated and anonymous today with its traditional sedan silhouette, high shoulder line and trunk, and understated features. There will be a lot of people that won't know the old G80's face, but Genesis is keen on making the 2 lines on every front of every new Genesis a recognizable icon on the road, hence the bold, new look of the new G80. When you see the 2 lines coming at you, you will know it's a Genesis. Reason 3. You will feel like royalty inside the cabin. The new G80's interior rivals the very best from Germany. The layout is minimalistic and expansive, yet high-tech, which Genesis calls the beauty of white space. It is horizontal and sweeping, seamlessly wrapping around the cabin for a comfortable and inviting ambiance. It has a giant 14.5-inch screen popping out of the leather-wrapped dashboard, and it has less physical buttons than in the previous G80, but keeps physical buttons and dials for commonly accessed features, such as cabin temperature and music volume. I find that the G80 center stack strikes a good balance between looking like an iPad and looking like a TI-83, which are two extremes I am not fond of in an automotive interior design. Plenty of premium materials adorn the cabin of the G80, such as quilted Napa leather, open pore wood, micro suede headliner, aluminum, and even glass on the gear shift dial. The seats look to improve on an already comfortable set of seats in the outgoing G80, particularly for the driver. The Ergo Motion seat has 7 air pockets inside, giving you a pleasant kneading massage rather than a full-on shiatsu massage for optimal blood flow while you're driving. Basically, you can drive longer while being more comfortable. And as much as I enjoy a good, true massaging seat, I would probably be committing distracted driving as I would fall asleep. The rear seats will be heated and are able to be controlled from both the infotainment screen and physical buttons in the rear armrest. This is a big improvement over the old G80, as the only way to access the heated rear seats were from 2 buttons in the rear armrest, which is a pain if you have another person sitting inside the middle seat. Also, ambient lighting adorns the cabins because I like my cabins feeling like nightclubs. The old G80 has a pleasant interior overall, although its design language is dated at this point. It has a horizontal layout, but it has a high dashboard as a 9.2-inch infotainment screen is placed within the dashboard. It has similar materials compared to the new G80, but it has less of it overall, especially in noticeable spots, such as the dashboard and doors, and the overall flow of the interior isn't as seamless as the new G80. It has a ton of buttons, which does increase functionality due to redundant controls, but the buttons and fonts have the old Hyundai aesthetic. It has a gear shift lever, which some people will definitely prefer over the dial in the new G80. The old G80 3.3 Sport does make some improvements over the standard G80, such as having carbon fiber trim and more bolstered seats, and it has a 3-spoke steering wheel, which I actually prefer over the new G80 steering wheel. I'm hoping a potential upcoming new G80 Sport will incorporate some of the sportier design elements of the outgoing G80 3.3 Sport. Reason 4. You will feel like you're from the future with highly advanced technology. If you thought the old G80 was high-tech, look at what the new G80 has to offer. It features a giant 14.5-inch touchscreen that dwarfs the old G80's 9.2-inch touchscreen, complete with a modernized UI, fluid frame rate, and the actual Genesis fonts. It has a 12.3-inch 3D digital instrument cluster that gives you the feeling of depth without the need of 3D glasses, and can monitor your eyes to see if you're paying attention on the road. And it features a crisp heads-up display with updated graphics compared to its predecessor. You can even park the G80 with the remote key fob without even being in the car, just like you are controlling a remote control car. It has an alphabet soup of safety technology, and while I won't go through each feature in detail as I'd be making an hour-long video, the new G80 essentially prevents you from getting hit by another vehicle in your blind spot, prevents you from getting hit by other drivers running red lights at intersections, hey, watch it! Jerk! Use AI to learn your driving habits as you use smart cruise control. Oh my god, this guy is so slow. This is like I'm in a video game. Can center you in your lane, change lanes for you, smooth sailing. What more could go wrong? Oh, come on! And more. It even has 10 airbags, including one in between the driver and front passenger. The new G80 will be doing everything possible to earn a Top Safety Pick Plus certification from the IIHS, so if safety is a priority for you, and it should be for everybody, the new G80 will be the vehicle to beat. The old G80 is well known for offering plenty of technology and features for the dollar, and even to this day it offers immense value relative to its peers. Features such as automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are all standard in Canada, even on the base trim. The 2020 G80 even received updates to its UI to make it closer to the 2021 G80 in terms of function and fonts. However, technology changes quickly in the auto industry, and cars that are even just 3 years old may feel much older. It's important for Genesis to continue to build upon and improve its existing technology and to keep on elevating its game with more advanced technology so it can continue to make an impact in the luxury vehicle market. Reason 5. It will further the Genesis brand to new heights. Genesis launched in Canada in November 2016 with the old G80 and the old G90 sedans. While the old G80 and G90 offered perhaps the most compelling values in their classes with a combination of features, all-wheel drive capability, and powerful engines, the brand itself had some big challenges to conquer considering the brand just split off from Hyundai and launched the brand with 0 SUVs. Therefore, the unfair dismissals of the Genesis brand simply as nicer Hyundais were inevitable. However, by establishing the brand as something different from other luxury marques from the very beginning, at least in Canada, with online sales direct from the manufacturer, it made online purchasing of a luxury vehicle a very real and a very easy thing. Even in our current time of COVID-19, where social distancing is mandatory, Genesis made it possible to buy a car completely online with 0 physical contact with a salesperson. With that unique purchase experience established, it allowed Genesis to build the brand by building vehicles worthy of people's respect, despite not starting out with an SUV. The G70 really started things off well for Genesis by being the first sports sedan in a long time to truly challenge the BMW 3 Series, and with the stunning receptions of the G90 executive sedan's bold new look and the advanced technology of the GV80 SUV, it was inevitable for the new G80 to follow suit and to raise the bar even further. Just under 4 years later, Genesis has gained a lot of credibility in the automotive world with its beautiful designs, forward-thinking technology, and unbeatable value. The G80 has always been the core of the Genesis brand, as it was essentially the first Genesis created, and in its new iteration will be an important vehicle in making Genesis a more household name in the luxury vehicle world. I hope this video helps in outlining some of the major differences between the old G80 and the new G80. I'll be posting another video once I have the opportunity to drive the new G80, and I'll update you with my thoughts then. If you like luxury vehicles, if you like going fast, if you don't like coronavirus, or if you like my video, please subscribe. Until then, stay safe and be noble.